Okay, this is going to be some instructions on how to create the header for your document in your research paper or any paper that is longer than one page. First thing you'll do is open up a document in Word, and you'll want to do where your margins are, right? For the document here, for the Mac, most current settings will give you 1 inch. I have mine set as default for half an inch. Okay, so it's a good lesson here. All right, make sure everything is 1 inch except the center. Okay, top, bottom, left, and right, and that's all set. Okay, also make sure your page setup is in the portrait landscape. Okay, going this way for the Mac. Okay, this would be portrait, this would be landscape. Okay, so we have that set correctly. Our margins are set. Our font and font size, okay, I'm a fan of the Times New Roman, although you can use any one that is an appropriate font. All right, 12-point font for the research paper. And then we're set. You can get to the header by double-clicking anywhere in that margin, that 1 inch space from the very edge of the document, left or right. Okay, and when you double click, you're going to get this header toolbar that opens on the bottom. Okay, and you'll also see that the header is available here in this toolbar. Alright, what you want to do is first thing you want to do is select the insert page number. You don't want to type your page number, because what the header does is it repeats anything that you type in here, with the exception of any kind of function you use in this toolbar. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the page number, okay, but I want that page number to have a gray box around it. Now you want your name and the page number to appear on all pages of your document. Okay, so we will type your name, my name, okay, here, and really you're all set, with the exception of one last operation. Alright, you'll have to look for something that says different first page. Okay. Into all of these, okay, different first pages here. Header is going to disappear from your first page. Alright, just like it says, different first page. Okay, once you click this, don't be alarmed, but it's going to disappear. Okay, close the header toolbar. Alright, and when we go down to the next page, you'll see that it automatically counts up to the number 2, which is different from what we typed. We actually didn't type a page number. Okay, alright, see how that's there, and it counts all the way up for you. Alright, so that's when beginning to set your document. Alright, we're back on the first page. We're going to type your name. Okay, we're going to type the name. Alright. Alright, now, missed a slight step, alright, in setting up the document. Alright, so it's important that you do this after you set your margins. When you go to spacing, alright, in paragraph, and that's the same place in the Mac as it is on the PC. Go to spacing, go to format, and you'll want paragraph. Wherever you go to do your double spacing, okay, you're set here at single spacing. Alright, you want double. Okay, there is a function on Microsoft Word on the PC, and there is a little box that should be located somewhere around here on the PC version and on the Mac version if it's there, and it says don't add additional spaces of paragraph of the same style. You want that box clicked. Okay, otherwise you'll end up having the equivalent of triple spacing. Okay, and that's not something you want. Okay, double spacing. Alright, looks like we're all set here. Okay, and once you hit the enter key, you can see you're down here, you double spaced. Okay, you want the instructor's name next. Oh, sorry, it's not me, it's Mr. English 11 Honors. Okay, and the date that normally it's the date that it's due. Okay, and you want to be consistent, you want to be correct about that, and then the year. Okay, 2016. All right, your heading is all set. Yours is going to look like this, with the exception, of course, your name. Customize it for your name. All right. After you type the year, all right, this date here, all right, it's day, month, year. No commas, anything there. That's proper format. Okay. Hit the Enter key once. You will then center. All right. This is where you're going to write your. Let's make it like this. Your enter once. Okay. Back to here. Left justify. Important. Okay. Hit enter once. Hit enter again, and this is where you'll begin your first paragraph. Okay. Remember, new paragraphs are 5 spaces from the left margin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is where your paper will begin. Of the paper, okay, we've gone through how we create the header and how it counts up. Okay, I'm currently on page 2. I'm going to select the Apple key and enter just to show you now it's page 3. It wasn't page 3. Hopefully, let's get back to that. Let's see why that happened. I wonder if I selected. Good, now it's gone. Wait, there it was. Okay, it's there. It take a while because I'm recording this, and so the machine might be a little bit slower. Well, this is something we'll laugh about. There it is. Okay, 3. All right, and then the machine is a little bit slower. It's got a couple years on it. All right, so as you type normally, all right, you see how those pages will increase in number, and you'll have a proper header. All right, for this particular version of Word. It was consistent with as far as the font style and font size. Yours may not be. Just pay attention to that. It's just another aspect that will make your work look look sharp, right? You want to represent yourself in the best way possible. All right. While we're here, we might as well talk about. Some of you asked about the works cited and the going off to a second line. Okay. So say this is the works cited. Say, for instance, page 2 ends up being the. Right. We'll simulate that this is the last page of the document. Okay. Works cited. All right. You'll want to center and just type works cited. Hit the enter key. Wondering why that didn't space properly. All right, make sure you double space. Maybe just do this. We'll make sure. All right, this is a good lesson on how to make sure that your spacing is doubled throughout. I just did a select all. All right, or an Apple A. Okay, and let's just make sure we're all. There we go. Okay, we're double spaced. All right, so that's a good lesson on if you do that. All right, after you type the words works cited, make sure you left justify. Okay, and we went through how to do all of this. All right, so what I'm just really going to give you is author's last name. I'll just do the whole thing. All right, author's last name. All right, author's first name. Okay, period. All right, name of store. Name of. Let's just make it Macbeth. Credit loud. All right, Macbeth. Okay, Glencoe literature, British literature. Okay, city of publication would be next. I think it's Cleveland, Ohio. All right, and it's McGraw Hill Inc. Okay. Now, you see how this line here, the second line, which is called a hanging line, this needs to be indented so that each one of the entries on its first, with its first significant element, right, whatever it might be the author's last name, it might be the title of the work. All right, we went through this and how all that should look. All right, way to do this. All right, you'll think that placing your cursor here and pressing the space bar will move it. As you can hear, I'm hitting the space bar and it's not moving. Okay, what you need to do is you need to hit the enter key so that you have control over that text. And as I hit the space bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will move. Okay, all right, so that's how to go over the hanging line of a second line of a works cited, and just anything that you want control over. All right, because Word or your word processing program will recognize this just being a continuation of the line before it. Okay, and normally in typing a paragraph, typing an essay, you don't have anything spaced over unless you hit the enter key, like you do when you are creating a new paragraph. Okay, so you're essentially creating a new paragraph being the second line, and that's where it should be placed. All right, so 5 spaces here. Okay, while I'm saying this, 5 spaces here and not 10, okay, is that 10 spaces is essentially, all right, is very close to hitting the tab key. We don't tab, all right, it's 10 spaces. All right, so if we take a look here, all right, where the S is in this, all right, if we hit the space bar 10 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right, we're under the I, okay, in this. Tab is over there, okay? So hitting the tab key is not even a proper practice for block quoting, all right? And that's why it has to look different. Now, if you already did this, don't sweat it too much, all right? The spacing between like 1 and 2 things is not 1 and 2 areas is not. It's just got to look different, all right? The idea for block spacing is that that text needs to stand out, okay, and look different than a new paragraph. Okay, so good luck. I'm sure you'll all do well, and of course, any questions you can always email. All right, thanks.